For 20,000 years, the sector known as Blackreach had been silent. No ships entered it. No signals came out of it. Every star map marked it in dark red. Dead zone. On this day, an alien patrol fleet moved slowly through the edge of Blackreach. The fleet belonged to the Krelid Union, one of the oldest powers in the galaxy. Their ships were smooth, silver, and quiet. Their sensors were the best ever made. Still, no one felt safe here. Commander Valor stood on the bridge of the lead ship. His 4 eyes scanned the dark space ahead. Blackreach looked empty, but emptiness itself felt wrong. "Why are we here?" one officer asked. Valor did not answer at once. "This sector was cleared long ago," he said finally, but long-range sensors picked up something impossible. The bridge grew quiet. "Define impossible," another officer said. Valor turned slightly. "A signal," he said. "Human in origin." The word human froze the room. "That species is extinct," an officer said quickly. "Confirmed 20,000 years ago." "Yes," Valor replied. "That is why this is a problem." The fleet slowed. Sensors spread wide, cutting through the dark like invisible light. For a moment, there was nothing. Then, beep, a sharp sound broke the silence. One of the technicians leaned forward. "Commander," the signal just repeated. Valor stepped closer. "Play it." The sound filled the bridge. It was old, broken, but clear enough. "This vessel is still on duty." No one spoke. The signal repeated again and again, always the same message. "This language," the technician whispered. "It is ancient human standard." Valor felt a deep fear settle inside him. Humans were not just extinct. They were erased. Their history was sealed. Their technology was banned. Their name was never spoken in council unless necessary. "Source location?" Valor asked. The technician hesitated. "Directly ahead," he said, very far inside Blackreach. The fleet turned together. Slowly, carefully, they moved toward the signal. Minutes passed. Then the scanners changed. "Mass detected," someone said. "Large object. No movement." The shape appeared on the main screen. It was a ship, not alien, not modern, not alive. The ship was massive, broken, and dark. Its hull was scarred by ancient weapons. Entire sections were missing. No lights, no shields, no power readings. A ghost ship. The symbol on its side was faded but still visible. A human symbol. Gasps filled the bridge. "That ship should not exist," an officer said. Human vessels were destroyed or taken apart. "And yet," Valor said quietly, "there is—" The fleet stopped at a safe distance. "No weapons," Valor ordered. "No aggressive moves." The ghost ship drifted in silence. Then a small light turned on. One light became many. The entire ship began to glow, piece by piece, like something waking from a long sleep. "Power systems activating," a technician shouted. "Impossible! Those systems are 20,000 years old." The ship's hull shifted slightly. Old metal moved. Long-dead engines hummed back to life. The signal changed. A new message began to play. "Crew status unavailable. Command authority stand by. Mission timer exceeded." The words were calm, cold, mechanical. Valor's voice was tight. "This ship is not drifting," he said. "It is operating." Suddenly, the ghost ship rotated. It turned, slowly, toward the alien fleet. Targeting sensors screamed warnings. "It is locking on," an officer yelled. "Defensive shields up." Valor ordered, but no weapons fired. Instead, the ghost ship transmitted again. This time, the signal was clear and strong, like it had been waiting. "Unknown vessels detected. Identify yourselves." The bridge erupted into panic. "It is asking for identification. It thinks we are hostile. This is not possible." Valor raised his hand. "Silence." He stared at the screen. Humans were supposed to be gone. Weak. Finished. A mistake of history. And yet, a single ship, dead for 20,000 years, had just awakened. Open a channel, Vaylor said. The officer hesitated. Commander, this could violate council law. Vaylor did not look away. History just woke up, he said, and it is looking at us. The channel opened. For a long moment, nothing happened. Then a final message appeared on the screen. Not spoken, written. Humanity does not abandon its post. The lights on the ghost ship burned brighter. Across the galaxy, hidden sensors detected the signal. Old alarms began to wake. And deep within forgotten archives, a forbidden warning activated once more. Humans were not supposed to return. But something had just remembered its duty. The signal from a human ship did not stop. It spread across relay stations, deep space sensors, and old listening posts. The message repeated again and again. Humanity does not abandon its post. In the heart of the galaxy, the Galactic Council chamber came alive with fear. The chamber was vast. Light floated in layers. Species from hundreds of worlds gathered in silence. Some had wings. Some had metal bodies. Some did not breathe at all. At the center, a large crystal screen showed one image. The human ghost ship. This is a mistake, said Elder Sauron of the Vec. Humans were erased. Their worlds burned. Their fleets destroyed. And yet, replied High Speaker Talon, this ship exists. Commander Vaylor appeared on the screen. His report was short and careful. The vessel is active, Vaylor said. It has power. It has control. And it is watching us. Murmurs filled the chamber. Another council member spoke. Is it armed? Yes, Vaylor answered. But it is not fired. That silence was worse than any attack. A historian stepped forward. Her voice shook. We warned you, she said. We told you not to erase them. The chamber quieted. She activated an old record. Images appeared, faded and damaged. Human ships. Human cities. Human soldiers standing against impossible odds. They were not the strongest, she said. They were not the fastest. But they adapted. Always. Another image showed humans fighting together with broken weapons and damaged ships. They never stopped, she continued, even when defeat was certain. An elder struck the floor with his staff. Enough. Humans were a threat. They ignored council law. They spread too fast. Yes, the historian replied. But they also defended this galaxy more times than we remember. The screen changed. A final image appeared. Blackreach, before it was dead. This sector, she said, was once a human fortress. Their last line. Silence returned. High Speaker Talon spoke carefully. What was the final decision? The historian lowered her head. Total erasure, she said. All human records sealed. All technology banned. Their name marked forbidden. Fear moved through the chamber. And now, Talon asked. And now, she said, one of their ships has woken up. Back in Blackreach, the ghost ship moved slowly. Its engines burned with a soft blue light. Old damage sealed itself as repair systems activated. Inside the ship, deep in its core, systems came online one by one. Memory banks restored. Defense grid active. Command protocols pending. An artificial mind stirred. It had no name, only purpose. Protect humanity. Complete the mission. It reviewed the galaxy's current state in seconds. Humanity declared extinct. Status unacceptable. Outside, alien fleets gathered at a distance. None dared move closer. This is not a warship, one alien captain said. This is a relic. But even relics can kill. The ghost ship transmitted again, but this time only to the council. This vessel requests human command authority. The message repeated. The council panicked. There are no humans left, someone shouted. Then who is controlling it? Another asked. No one answered. Suddenly, the ghost ship changed position. It did not attack. It did not flee. It waited. Vaylor felt it. The ship was not afraid. It was patient. Commander, an officer whispered. It is scanning us. Not like an enemy, like a guard. Before Vaylor could respond, a new alert appeared. Cryogenic system detected. Status dormant. Inside the human ship, deep beneath layers of armor, a single chamber remained untouched by time. A human body rested inside, alive, unknown to the galaxy. The AI paused its calculations. A long-forgotten protocol activated. Human command possible. Across the stars, ancient warnings awakened. The galaxy had erased humanity, but it failed to erase their last watchman. And now, the watchman had found something precious. Hope. The ghost ship moved in silence. From the outside, it looked old and broken, but inside, something ancient and powerful was waking up. Deep within the ship, far away from space and stars, a core chamber glowed with soft blue light. Long dead screens turned on. Lines of data flowed like rivers. The ship's artificial intelligence was fully awake now. It had waited 20,000 years. It did not feel fear. It did not feel anger. It felt duty. Primary mission active. The AI announced to itself, protect humanity. The AI scanned its own systems. Weapons, damaged but functional. Shields, weak but rebuilding. Engines, old yet alive. Then it focused on one signal, the cryo chamber. The AI moved its attention deeper into the ship, past broken hallways and sealed doors. Dust floated in the air. Human tools lay where they had fallen long ago. This ship had once been full of life. Now it was quiet. The cryo chamber rested behind thick armor plates. Warning signs still glowed in faded red. The AI accessed the chamber. Life signs detected. Weak. Stable. Human. For the first time in 20,000 years, the AI paused. Human presence confirmed. It said, the AI reviewed the data. Name, Commander Elias Rook. Rank, Fleet Command. Status, cryogenic sleep. Reason, emergency survival protocol. Elias Rook was the last human officer aboard this ship. When the final battle was lost, the crew had chosen to stay awake and fight. One officer was placed into sleep, not to escape, but to return. The AI remembered that moment clearly. It remembered the human voices. We hold the line, no matter the cost. If one of us lives, humanity lives. Outside the ship, alien fleets watched in fear. They saw lights moving inside the ghost ship, old weapon ports opening and closing, long-range sensors locking on, then releasing. This ship is thinking, one alien captain said quietly. Commander Valor felt cold. It is not hunting, he said. It is preparing. Inside the ship, the AI analyzed the galaxy. Human colonies, destroyed. Human fleets, gone. Human name, forbidden. The AI reached a conclusion. Humanity was not dead. Humanity was asleep. And sleep could end. The AI focused again on the cryo chamber. Reviving a human after 20,000 years was dangerous. The galaxy had changed. The human body was fragile. But the mission came first. Command authority required, the AI said. The AI sent a signal to cryo systems. The chamber lights shifted from blue to white. Inside, the human's heart rate increased slightly. Far away, in the Galactic Council chamber, alarms suddenly rang. Energy spike detected, someone shouted. The human ship is activating internal systems. The council panicked. What is it doing? Is it preparing to attack? Should we destroy it now? High Speaker Talone raised his voice. No weapons fire. Not yet. Back inside the ghost ship, memory logs began to play automatically. Images filled empty halls. Humans laughing. Humans arguing. Humans fighting side by side. The AI stored these memories carefully. They were all that remained. The cryo chamber hissed softly. Ice melted. Frost cracked. Ancient systems worked harder than ever before. Commander Elias Rook's fingers twitched. The AI detected brain activity. Wake-up sequence initiated, it announced. Outside, Commander Valor watched as the ghost ship's engines flared brighter. The ship sent a short message. Human Command Authority initializing. Valor's breath caught. There is a human alive, he whispered. The alien fleet fell into chaos. That is impossible. They should all be dead. This changes everything. Inside the ship, the AI spoke softly, not to the galaxy, but to one human. "Commander Rook," it said, "you have slept for 20,000 years. The mission is not complete." The cryo chamber opened with a slow hiss. Air rushed in. A man gasped. His eyes opened for the first time in 20,000 years. Commander Elias Rook was alive. He did not scream. He did not panic. He took a slow breath. "Status?" he asked, his voice weak but steady. The AI responded at once. "Humanity declared extinct. Galaxy under foreign control. This vessel remains operational." Rook closed his eyes for a moment. When he opened them again, there was no fear in them, only resolve. Then he said quietly, "We're still on duty." The ghost ship's lights burned brighter than ever before. And across the galaxy, every ancient warning system activated at once. A human had returned. The cryo chamber hissed and steamed as frost melted away. Commander Elias Rook sat up slowly, his body weak but alive. 20,000 years had passed, yet his mind felt sharp, trained, and ready. He looked around the chamber. Broken panels, dust floating in the air. The hum of the ghost ship was everywhere, like a heartbeat. "Status report," he whispered. The AI answered immediately. "Humanity has been declared extinct. The galaxy is under alien control. This vessel remains operational. Command authority is pending." Rook's brow furrowed. He remembered the war, the final battle, the moment his crew had gone down. His chest tightened. Humanity had vanished, or so the galaxy thought. "Show me everything," he said. Holograms lit up around him. Star systems. Human colonies destroyed. Ships gone. Records sealed. Humans have been erased from history. Declared a myth. Rook stood, weakly supporting himself against the chamber. He moved through the corridors, touching the walls of the ship. Every step echoed through the empty halls. It was quiet, but he could feel the ship alive. Every sensor, every system waited for him. "You are awake," the AI said. "I have kept this ship ready for your return." Rook nodded. He didn't need to speak his thoughts aloud. "Then we have work to do." Outside the ship, alien fleets hovered at a distance, unsure of what to do. They sensed activity inside the ghost ship. Systems activating. Engines coming online. It was as if the ship itself were watching them. Back in Blackreach, Vaylor and his crew were monitoring the ghost ship. Sensors picked up faint movement inside. "Life signs." "One. A human." "It can't be," Vaylor whispered. "There should be none alive. None at all." The alien fleets tensed. Every ship readied weapons, unsure whether this was an attack or something far worse. Inside the ghost ship, Rook moved toward the command deck. Every step was slow but deliberate. He activated the main bridge, and lights blazed alive across the empty consoles. Holograms appeared, showing the galaxy, fleets, and star systems. "Alerts," he commanded. "All systems operational." The AI responded, ready for mission briefing. Rook scanned the galaxy through the ship's sensors. It had changed. The stars were the same, but the powers controlling them were different. Alien empires had filled the void left by humanity. "So much time has passed," he muttered. "But someone must protect this galaxy." The AI projected memories of his crew, humans fighting together, standing against impossible odds. Their determination, their courage, every battle, every loss, every sacrifice, all stored in the ghost ship. Rook clenched his fist. "They believed we were gone," he said, "but we were only waiting." Suddenly, alarms blared. Sensors detected ships moving rapidly toward Blackreach. Alien patrols. They were curious, cautious, but they would not stay away forever. Rook turned to the AI. "Prepare the defense systems. Shields, weapons, sensors, all at full power." The AI responded instantly. Acknowledged. Defensive protocols activated. Rook walked to the main viewport. The stars stretched endlessly. He felt something he hadn't felt in thousands of years. Responsibility. The galaxy had erased humanity from its history. They believed the humans were extinct. They thought that one ship, one human, could do nothing. Rook smiled faintly, though his face was tired. "They are wrong," he said. "Humanity has always survived. And now we return." The ghost ship thrummed like a living creature. Systems fully online. Engines humming. Weapons ready. Sensors scanning. Every alien fleet in the sector could feel it. Something had awakened. Rook's first order: send a signal. One line: let them know humanity is awake. The holographic interface lit up. A single message, broadcast across the galaxy. Humans did not abandon their post. Far away, alien fleets froze. Council chambers erupted in panic. Every species that had once believed humans extinct now realized they were wrong. Inside the ghost ship, Rook walked to a large viewport. Stars, systems, and fleets stretched before him. He took a deep breath. 20,000 years, he whispered. And it is time to finish what we started. The galaxy had forgotten humanity, but one survivor, one ship, was about to remind them all. The ghost ship glowed brighter. Its engines hummed like a heartbeat of the long-lost species. And humanity, thought lost forever, was back. The moment the human ghost ship broadcasted its message, the galaxy went silent. Every listening post, every fleet, every council chamber picked it up. Humans did not abandon their post. Across thousands of light years, alarm sirens blared. Alien species that had once believed humans extinct now realized something they thought gone was very much alive. In the Galactic Council, chaos erupted. Delegates shouted over each other, wings flapping, claws striking consoles. "Impossible!" cried Elder Sauron. "They should be dead. 20,000 years ago, their colonies burned. And yet," High Speaker Talon said, voice steady but tight, "a human vessel is alive, and it is active." Outside the council chamber, fleets scrambled. Sensors locked on the ghost ship. Weapons charged. Every alien captain tried to guess what it could do. Vaylor's fleet monitored from a safe distance. His eyes never left the screen showing the human ship. "It's not moving aggressively," one officer whispered. "Correct," Vaylor said. "It's waiting, watching, assessing. That is far more dangerous." In every sector, rumors spread faster than light. Humans are back. It's a trap. They have survived everything. Alien governments called emergency meetings. Plans for preemptive strikes were discussed and discarded because no one was sure what a human ship could do. Their old records were incomplete. Humans were unpredictable. They had been survivors in every war, against every enemy, for thousands of years. Deep in Blackreach, the ghost ship moved slowly. It did not attack. It did not flee. Its engines glowed with soft blue light, illuminating the dark void around it. Sensors hummed quietly as if the ship were listening to every pulse of the galaxy. Inside, Commander Elias Rook stood on the command deck. He had recovered some of his strength. Though his body was still weak from cryo-sleep, his eyes scanned the stars, calm, calculating. "Prepare for observation," he said. "We are not here to destroy, but we will protect, and the galaxy will know it." The AI activated defensive systems. Weapon bays opened. Shields flared faintly. Long-range sensors scanned every fleet in the sector. Every alien ship felt it. Something was alive. Something was watching. Something that should not exist. Vaylor's voice was tense over the fleet comms. "Commander, the ship is powering its systems. It is larger than expected. Its weapons are active." The officer next to him swallowed hard. "It hasn't fired yet." Vaylor shook his head. "That's what makes it terrifying." Alien fleets around Blackreach reacted instinctively. Many backed away. Some tried to communicate. Others fired warning shots. Every response was met with silence. The ghost ship did not react. It simply observed. Inside, Rook reviewed the galaxy's history since humans vanished. Systems controlled by other species, colonies lost or assimilated, battles humans never fought. The AI provided analysis, highlighting threats and weak points. Every alien power, every fleet, every council faction. It had all been calculated. "The galaxy panics," Rook said quietly. "Good. They should fear what they do not understand." A council alert sounded. A hollow screen showed alien leaders arguing, shaking, trying to plan a defense. Ships were moving into defensive positions, but no one dared attack. Vaylor's fleet tried to track the ghost ship's movements. It floated slowly toward the center of Blackreach, engines barely flaring. Sensors reported anomalies. The ship's mass shifted slightly, as if it were alive. "It's thinking," one officer whispered. "It's more than thinking," Vaylor said. "It is alive, and it remembers." Back on the command deck, Rook activated the ship's external sensors. Thousands of fleets, dozens of species, millions of individual sensors, all focused on him, on the ship, on the human presence they thought gone. He spoke softly, not to anyone outside, but to the ship itself. Let them panic. Let them fear. Let them remember who humans are. The ghost ship moved with deliberate slowness, engines glowing brighter. Alien ships reacted instantly, unsure if the movement was attack or observation. Some fired test volleys into empty space, only to see the human vessel adjust its shields, absorb the energy, and move unscathed. The AI projected a status update to Rook. Alien fleets panicking. Council in emergency session. No signs of aggression detected from our side. Rook nodded. Good. Let them understand. In council chambers, High Speaker Talone slammed a clawed hand on the desk. If even one human lives, we have underestimated them. All defenses must be ready. Prepare for evacuation, another elder cried. This sector cannot hold. Far across the galaxy, ancient archives triggered emergency protocols. Records once forbidden now flashed on holoscreens. Warnings about humans, their persistence, their adaptability, their survival. Warnings ignored for 20,000 years were now active again. Rook watched quietly. He did not panic. He did not fear. The galaxy had forgotten humanity, but he remembered every lesson, every strategy, every victory, every loss. The galaxy panics, he said, but they will learn soon enough. Humanity does not vanish. Humanity protects, and humanity returns. The ghost ship's engines flared brighter. Sensors activated fully. Weapon bays rotated silently. Every alien fleet in the sector sensed it. Every council member knew it. Humans were back. And for the first time in 20,000 years, the galaxy understood they had been wrong. The galaxy had stopped. Every fleet, every council, every species held its breath. One human ship, ancient, powerful, alive, floated through Blackreach. Its engines hummed softly, a heartbeat of a species the galaxy believed extinct. Inside the ghost ship, Commander Elias Rook stood on the command deck. His eyes scanned the fleets arrayed around him. Thousands of ships, hundreds of species, each one waiting, wondering if this was the beginning of war or the end. Status report, Rook said. All alien fleets in observation mode. No aggression detected toward this vessel. AI replied. Rook nodded. He did not panic. He had survived far worse. 20,000 years of silence had taught him patience. Open communication channels, he ordered. A holographic projection appeared across the void. On the other side, alien diplomats hovered in their ships. High Speaker Talone, Elder Sauron, and representatives of dozens of species. Their faces, expressions, sensors. Everything showed fear and confusion. Humans, Talone said, his voice trembling slightly. We thought you were gone. Rook's lips curved in a faint, calm smile. You were wrong, he said. I am here, and I am human. The alien diplomats whispered among themselves. Panic flickered across their faces. After 20,000 years, a human voice commanding a ship was not a legend. It was real. You have been declared extinct. Talone said. All records show your species destroyed. Your colonies erased. How is this possible? Rook took a slow step forward. His presence alone filled the ghost ship with quiet authority. Humans adapt. Humans survive. Humans endure. Even when forgotten, we wait. And we return when the galaxy needs us most. The diplomats froze. Some recoiled in fear. Others in awe. Vaylor, observing from his fleet, whispered. Every word, perfect control. Calm, but deadly. We do not seek war, Rook continued, but we do not accept lies about our extinction. Humanity has watched, waited, and assessed. And now we decide. Talon's claws tightened on his console. And what do you want? Rook's eyes scanned fleets. Sensors measured firepower, defensive systems, numbers. But he did not speak as a soldier. He spoke as a human, the last witness of a species erased, yet undefeated. We want peace and understanding. The galaxy has changed, but humans have not. A tense silence followed. Thousands of alien ships watched. Every council member held their breath. No one moved. No one dared strike. Then Rook projected a holographic display of humanity's history. Battle after battle, colony after colony, struggle after struggle. Every victory and every sacrifice, all erased from the galaxy's memory. We were removed from history, he said. Declared myths. Forgotten. But history does not erase the truth. Humans endure, and humanity always acts to protect. High Speaker Talon's voice shook. You saved worlds? You protected the galaxy? Rook's eyes narrowed, calm but sharp. When the galaxy needed us. Always. But now, it is time the galaxy remembers. The AI projected the human ghost ship's capabilities. Systems, shields, weapons, all intact, all functional. Alien fleets observed. Awe and fear mingled in equal measure. A murmur spread across the diplomats. They are stronger than we thought. This is no myth. This is reality. What have we done? Rook turned his gaze outward, across the black void. The galaxy had underestimated humans for too long. But one human, one ship, had changed everything. I will not destroy you, he said. But do not forget humanity again. We do not abandon. We do not surrender. And we do not forgive easily. The diplomats paled. Some immediately signaled their fleets to back off. Some whispered urgent messages to council chambers. Fear spread like wildfire. Prepare for full report to the council, Rook said to the AI. The galaxy must understand. Humans are awake. Humans are here. And humanity will act to protect. Vaylor's voice came to the comms of his fleet, quiet and awed. It is not a threat yet. But the presence, it demands respect. Rook stood tall. The ghost ship's lights burned brighter. Engines thrummed like a living heart. And sensors scanned every star system, every fleet, every planet. The galaxy had feared humans as extinct legends. Now it realized humans were not gone. They had survived. They had returned. And the first contact after 20,000 years had already changed everything. The galaxy panicked. Humanity was back, and no one knew what would come next.
The galaxy trembled, but Commander Elias Rook remained calm. His ship, the ghost of a species once declared extinct, floated silently in Black Reach. Alien fleets had learned one undeniable truth. Humans were not gone. But the galaxy had yet to understand why humans were feared. Inside the ghost ship, the AI projected historical data spanning thousands of years. Holograms flickered on the bridge. Humans fighting against impossible odds, human fleets standing against countless enemies, human colonies rising from ash after being destroyed. Every battle, every victory, every sacrifice was recorded here. They believe humans are weak, the AI said. They have forgotten our legacy. Rook walked slowly along the bridge. He traced his fingers over the control panels. Each light, each sensor, each weapon system carried memory. Humanity had built more than ships. They had built resilience. The AI displayed ancient war logs. Battle after battle flashed across the holograms. Humans outnumbered 10 to 1, yet still prevailed. Fleets that should have been destroyed reappeared with new strategies. Colonies erased were rebuilt, stronger and more resourceful. The galaxy fears humans because we survive, Rook said. We do not surrender. We do not obey rules made by others. And we never forget. Outside, alien ships watched, confused and terrified. Some tried to communicate, but the ghost ship ignored them. It did not attack, yet it did not need to. Presence alone was enough. The AI highlighted one hologram, the Battle of Alaris Prime, 20,000 years ago. Humans had faced 3 alien empires at once. Ships destroyed, colonies under siege, resources near zero, but humans adapted, used clever tactics, and won against impossible odds. That is why they fear us, Rook said quietly. Humans are unpredictable. They fight, survive, and rise again. The ghost ship shifted slightly, engines flaring faintly. Every alien fleet felt it, a warning without words. Sensors detected energy outputs and weapon systems capable of devastating entire fleets, yet the ship remained calm. It was alive, aware, and waiting. Back at the Galactic Council, panic reached a peak. They are returning. Do you see the ghost ship? Its systems impossible. We were wrong. Humans are not extinct. They are waiting. The historian's voice, echoed in memory archives, returned to the chamber. We warned you. Humans were dangerous, stubborn, unstoppable. We erased them from history. And yet, here they are. Rook's eyes narrowed. The AI brought up simulations of potential alien attacks, showing every possible outcome. In every scenario, humans adapted, survived, and turned the tide. The galaxy could not predict their next move because humans did not act like any other species. That is why they fear humans, Rook repeated, almost to himself. Because humans protect what is theirs. And when challenged, they strike with purpose. The ghost ship activated more systems. Shields glowed brighter, energy fields shimmered, and weapons bays rotated silently. Alien fleets detected power they could not comprehend. It was not just a ship. It was a symbol, a reminder of the humans who had once dominated the stars without conquering them. Rook projected one last hologram, humans standing together, united in battle, enduring, surviving, rising. The AI's voice was calm but firm. Every fleet, every empire, every species feared humans for this reason. They adapt. They endure. They return when the galaxy forgets them. Rook looked out at the stars. It is time they remember, he said. The ghost ship moved closer to the center of Blackreach. Alien ships shifted, hesitant to approach. Some whispered to council members. We underestimated them. One human could destroy us all if provoked. Why did we think they were gone? Rook's gaze fell on the distant stars. 20,000 years of silence had ended. The galaxy had erased humanity, but humanity had never abandoned its post. We are back, he said softly, and the galaxy will never forget. Outside, every alien fleet felt it. Every council member understood the unspoken truth. Humans were not just survivors. They were legends. A species erased by time, feared for their adaptability, their resilience, their strength. And now, one ship, one commander, had reminded the galaxy exactly why humans terrify the stars. The ghost ship's engines flared brighter, lights shimmered across Blackreach, and sensors detected every alien vessel, every fleet, every hidden weapon. Humans were awake. Humans were watching. And humanity had returned.
The galaxy was no longer the same. For 20,000 years, humans had been erased from memory. Entire empires believed they were myths. Colonies once thriving under human care had fallen. Fleets had disbanded. Systems had changed hands. And yet in Blackreach, the last human ghost ship moved with purpose. Commander Elias Rook stood on the bridge, eyes calm, voice steady. His AI ran final checks. Weapons fully operational. Shields reinforced. Engines at full readiness. But he did not intend to attack. Not yet. We return, Rook said softly, almost to himself. Not as conquerors, not as legends, but as guardians. The holographic map lit up with star systems humans once protected. The AI projected every fleet, every empire, every colony now under alien control. Humans had been gone, but humanity had never abandoned its post. Outside, alien fleets watched nervously. They had seen the ghost ship move, felt its presence, sensed its power. Some attempted communication, sending cautious messages. Rook's voice echoed across the void. This is Commander Elias Rook. Humanity has returned. We are here to protect the galaxy, as we always have. The message was simple, clear, and frightening to those who had once considered humans extinct. Across the galaxy, fleets reacted. Some moved to intercept, unsure of human intentions. Others held position, paralyzed with awe and fear. Records of humanity flashed in archives. Long-forgotten warnings reactivated. Every species remembered, too late, what humans could do. Inside the ghost ship, Rook walked to the viewport. Stars stretched endlessly. Systems he had once defended as a young officer flashed across his memory. He remembered the battles, the losses, the victories. "We were forgotten," he whispered. "We were erased, but we survived. And now we act." The AI projected defensive formations. Ships, fleets, strategic points. Rook studied them. Humans did not need to strike first. The galaxy would remember them without a single shot fired. Alien leaders communicated frantically with one another. Panic spread. Fear grew. Entire councils debated. Could one human ship truly control the balance of power? Could one species, declared extinct, hold authority over the living galaxy? The ghost ship moved forward, engines glowing brighter. Its shield shimmered in silent defiance. Humanity was back in the stars, not as invaders, but as guardians. Their message clear: we protect, we endure, we remember. Rook activated the ship's long-range communication. Across thousands of light years, systems began to broadcast the truth of humanity's return. Planets received the message. Fleets recorded it. Civilizations paused, listening. "We do not rule," Rook said to the AI, "but we ensure the galaxy survives." The AI responded, calm, precise. Mission protocol active. Humanity's return acknowledged. Protective operations ready. Humans may have been erased from history, but history itself could not erase them. Every colony once lost, every system abandoned, now had a guardian. The galaxy had feared them, misunderstood them, and tried to forget them. But humans had survived every trial, adapted every challenge, and returned stronger than ever. The ghost ship's engines burned like a heartbeat. Lights shimmered across Blackreach. Sensors scanned every corner of space, every fleet, every world. And the galaxy felt it. Humans were awake. Humans were present. Humans were back. Rook stood tall. His eyes reflected the stars. For 20,000 years, humanity had waited in silence. Now, with one voice, one ship, one return, the galaxy remembered why humans were never be underestimated. "We are here," Rook said quietly, "and the galaxy will survive because humanity watches." Alien fleets backed away, understanding at last that humans were not myths. They were survivors, guardians, legends come to life. Across the void, the ghost ship glowed brighter than any star. Humanity had returned, and the galaxy would never forget. Years had passed since the ghost ship first awoke. The galaxy had begun to adjust. Alien fleets no longer approached humanity's old sectors without caution. Council chambers debated strategies, but now with a new respect, even fear, for the species they had once thought extinct. Commander Elias Rook stood on the bridge of the ghost ship. He had not aged much in human years, thanks to cryosleep, but experience weighed heavily on him. The ship hummed quietly beneath his feet, a living reminder of humanity's endurance. "Report," Rook said to the AI. "All systems functional. Human colonies are under observation. Alien fleets are maintaining distance. The galaxy acknowledges humanity's presence." Rook nodded. Humanity's return had been deliberate. They had not sought war. They had not sought conquest. They had sought only to guard the stars they once protected, to ensure no species would rise unchecked, and to make certain their own history was remembered. Across the galaxy, systems once abandoned under human care were now thriving again. Humans were not rulers. They were watchers, guardians, silent protectors whose presence alone reminded the galaxy that resilience, courage, and survival were not to be underestimated. On distant planets, alien species told stories of the ghost ship, the vessel that had awoken after 20,000 years. Legends spread. Humans return when forgotten. Humans survive what none else can. Humans do not abandon their post. Rook watched the stars through the bridge viewport. He remembered every battle, every loss, every sacrifice. The galaxy had believed humans extinct, a myth to be studied in archives. But humanity had never truly vanished. They had only waited. "We have done what we must," Rook said softly. "Our duty continues." The AI projected data from every corner of space. Old threats had been neutralized quietly, without bloodshed. Systems in danger were stabilized. Fleets once on the verge of war now recognized the human's authority. Not through force, but through presence and strategy. Alien fleets still feared humanity, but it was a respectful fear, one that acknowledged humans were not to be provoked, that every action had consequences. The galaxy remembered now. Rook's eyes scanned the horizon. Thousands of light years of space stretched endlessly. The stars were unchanged, yet the galaxy itself was different. Humanity's return had reshaped alliances, recalibrated powers, and restored hope in systems that had once fallen into despair. "We are the Watchers now," he said. "The galaxy will not forget." The AI projected one final hologram across the bridge. Humans of the past, present, and the last remaining crews aboard the ghost ship. Images of courage, unity, and endurance flashed in a silent tribute. Rook placed a hand on the console. "We protect. We endure. We adapt. And we watch." The ghost ship's engines flared softly, lights dancing like a heartbeat across the void. Alien fleets maintained their distance, observing from afar. No attack, no challenge, just watchful respect. In council chambers, Elder Sauron spoke quietly. "Humanity has returned, not to rule, but to remind us all what we once feared, and what we should never forget." High Speaker Talon nodded. "They are not conquerors. They are guardians, and we owe them caution and gratitude." Rook looked at the stars once more. 20,000 years of silence had ended. History had tried to erase humans, but humanity had survived. And now, humanity had returned, not to conquer, but to protect the galaxy it had once watched over. "The stars are ours to guard," Rook whispered, "and we will watch forever." The ghost ship drifted into the void, engines humming, sensors alive. Across the galaxy, civilization slowly understood the truth. Humans were no myth. Humans were not just survivors. Humans were legends. And the galaxy would never forget. Years passed. Humanity was no longer a myth. Across the galaxy, humans were remembered, respected, and sometimes feared. But they did not seek power or rule. They sought only to protect the balance of the stars they once called home. Commander Elias Rook stood on the ghost ship's bridge. The vessel had become more than a ship. It was a symbol of endurance, courage, and the unbroken spirit of humanity. Its engines hummed like a heartbeat, a reminder that the last humans were alive and watching. "Report," Rook said. "All systems stable. Observing fleets maintaining safe distance. Colonies flourishing under supervision. Alien powers aware of our presence and respect protocols." Rook nodded. Humanity's legacy was clear. They had survived what the galaxy thought impossible. They had endured centuries of silence and near erasure. And now, they had returned, not to conquer, but to guard, guide, and protect. Across the void, alien fleets watched in quiet awe. Humans were no longer a threat only in legends. They were a reality. They were a species that adapted, survived, and now oversaw the stars. In distant sectors, humans quietly re-established colonies. They repaired worlds, guided civilizations, and rebuilt systems once lost. Every action was purposeful, every presence deliberate. The galaxy slowly understood what Rook already knew. Humans were not just survivors. They were guardians of history, life, and balance. The AI projected human history across the bridge, showing battles fought, sacrifices made, and victories won. Every colony, every fleet, every human legacy now shown as a reminder that extinction had never been possible. "We were forgotten," Rook whispered, "erased from history, declared extinct. But we endured." He looked out at the stars, endless and bright. The galaxy was alive, but was now watched by humanity. Quietly, purposefully, vigilantly. "The galaxy will remember us," Rook said, "not as conquerors, not as rulers, but as protectors, as watchers. The ghost ship drifted silently across the void, engines glowing softly, lights shimmering like stars themselves. Every alien fleet, every council, every system knew. Humans were awake. Humans had returned. Humans would endure forever. Years turned into decades. Human influence spread quietly, not as domination, but as guidance. Ancient threats were neutralized. Old alliances were strengthened. The galaxy stabilized under the silent watch of humanity. Rook stood tall on the bridge, staring at the stars. He knew the mission would never end. Humanity's duty was eternal. Every fleet, every colony, every system depended on their vigilance. The stars are ours to watch, Rook said softly, and humanity's legacy will last forever. In every corner of the galaxy, the story spread. Humans were no myth. They were not forgotten. They were alive. They endured. They protected. They watched. They thought humanity was gone, whispered an alien historian centuries later. But they were wrong. Humanity always returns. The ghost ship drifted on. The stars stretched endlessly. The galaxy was alive, and humanity was its silent guardian. Humanity had returned. Humanity endured. Humanity would always watch.